Hey, welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of My Speaking Podcast. It's your host, Dark Side of Darryl, Dark Wing Darryl, White out again. Get out of my face again. Ncaa, South Carolina, finest, Orangeburg County on. We're back at you again. Who else we got up in here, man?
Name Mike. Who he is? Man, this is Mike.
Hey, man, we may not always be right. We may not always be wrong.
My what we speaking of.
Hey, man, with that being said, man, it's March Madness, tournament time for the men and the women, you know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna jump right in on this, man. Hey, what do you think? You think North Carolina Tar Heels deserve to be into the be in the NCAA tournament, Mike?
With right now, I think they're making a statement.
Just because they're making a statement, that don't mean they deserve to be in there.
I don't. They resume that if you go by what the criteria was for them to get in there,
Yeah.
it meet the criteria. But having that to be said, the guy that as soon as the committee came out after the Sunday selection,
Mm-hmm.
he worked I think for 8 years. So they asked him, Seth Davis asked him specifically, what was the criteria for Carolina getting in? He initially turned, it was a black dude beside him. He said, I'm looking forward to this question to him. I'm like, he didn't ask him, he asked you. So, the heat off of him, but like I say, man, tomato. I mean, they proved tonight that they won, but their next game against Ole Miss, that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be great because I watched the game tonight to a certain degree to see what's what.
Yeah.
San Diego State should have been in San Diego State can't even score. San Diego State, I'm gonna be completely bluntly honest with you. They like a damn Virginia team. Play defense but can't score at all.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina had a time of their life with them boys scoring at will, however they want to, whenever they want to. So Carolina, to their defense, did what they're supposed to do. They won. Now they got to match up with Ole Miss. Get that same momentum over to the next game and see what happens when they play a SEC school. I watch Ole Miss play. They can play. So let's see what happens.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, who you think gonna be, like I said, the final two teams fighting for it for the championship? Who you think is gonna be?
I would say Duke from this side of the bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Flag is healthy. And the other side, and I want to something in me say I want to say Auburn, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But but Florida, everybody's picking Florida to win it all. So, but the dark horse to me is two teams that's dark horse to me that I'm looking at specifically. These are two teams I think can go far, real.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson.
Yeah. Clemson was in the
And
Final Four. Was he in the Final Four last year, or almost in the Final Four?
State made to the Final Four with that big man.
Yeah.
I think Clemson went to the Elite Eight, I
Elite
think.
Eight. They went to the Elite Eight. Yeah. That surprised a lot of people that year too.
Alabama got Sears and the white dude. They got a lot of players back on their team that's done been in the rigor. So I
Grant. Yeah.
know the two teams. If you ask me right now, who is two sleepers I think can win it or get? I mean, at least get to the end.
Yeah.
In Alabama, the two teams I'm betting on.
Yeah. Florida is definitely an all around. They play offense. They top 10 in offense, and I think they're top 10 in defense too.
Trust me,
Um,
play
they
Virginia.
can shoot the lights out, and they can defend. Pretty much every position can defend pretty well 1-on-1, but they got great team defense. So, I watched them when they played. I think that was Alabama. I know Tennessee. They went to Tennessee and they beat Tennessee, and then Tennessee came back and beat them too. They both won by like over. It was like 20 points or something like that. So,
Fortunately, went on the ACC SEC challenge.
yeah,
They had to play Florida.
yeah,
They beat us so bad that day in Florida. I
yeah.
I thought it was a fluke, but if I'm mistaken, I think SEC set a record this year. I think it's 14 teams in
14 teams. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
the tournament. And personally, I've seen Auburn play, I've seen Alabama play,
Yep.
Tennessee played
Uh
SEC,
huh. Yep.
played SEC,
Mhm.
Missouri played. I think some other teams that I have seen, or I've seen 6 or 7 teams in the conference. It's not overhyped. They that good.
Yeah, SEC got a great conference, man. Basketball wise, they definitely doing their thing this year.
Like, that's the crazy. SEC has been known as the football conference.
Exactly.
Telling people in the ACC, there's a new sheriff in town for some reason. You only got 4 teams in the ACC in the tournament. That's
Hmm.
Carolina squeaked their way in there. So
Yeah.
really, Louisville, Clemson, and Duke, but
Duke.
you got 4 of them. But now having to say all that, I still feel like Duke is one of the 2 best teams in the country to me.
Definitely.
Although it doesn't matter how you play these next 2 weeks. It doesn't matter what you did last couple of weeks. That's why by Carolina. It doesn't matter.
One and done.
You get in the tournament, anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Yeah, one and done. You know, so anybody can get on a hot streak. Anybody can get on a great shooting streak. Defense wise, definitely the defense is definitely going to win championship as always. So we're going to see who got a defense that can make timely stops. Not probably not make all the stops, but make some timely stops in key situations. That's going to tell a lot who's going to come out on and win the Final Four.
Anything about bad is 2 things: who gets hot at the right time,
That part.
minimize your turnovers because
Yep.
the counts now you in the tournament. You know you can't
Hmm.
do this game we got in the mark now. Every
Nah.
so you can't go out and have all these 20 turnovers and this. So you
Hmm.
turnovers and whoever that team gets hot and get hot at the right time, that's the one you got to worry about.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay, all right. Now I saw that Villanova just fired their coach. I mean, as soon as they ain't made it turn
And the reason they did that is Jay Wright had that team up here,
up here, yeah.
and now that team is mediocre.
They ain't even made the tournament the 3 years that the guy was coaching. I think his my name Neptune or Nep.
Yeah, it might be the Neptunes from Virginia. It might be them. I don't know. It might be Neptune, but all I know, they nipped his ass out of there. Listen, it's a song long time ago. Janet Jackson had a long time ago. What have you done? Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Like I said, I know everybody want to get a coaching job. I know he probably like, man, this probably gonna be our only opportunity to get a chance to be, to get a job. Especially when you come after a coach that had, like you said, had Virginia up here, and it's hard to follow those coaches, man, like a Rick Pitino or those coaches that put these programs at this highest regard, and then they move on or they retire, and then you got to be the next coach. They got to kind of like shoulder the weight of like, okay, man, we up here. We need you to keep our foundation solid. We can't be going down.
What
It's kind of hard, man.
what happens is kids see Jay Wright left.
Mm-hmm.
Say, we will go over here for a year and see what the new coach is, if he's going to keep the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Once you fail, you're not going to get the same recruits that Jay Wright was getting.
Yeah.
So, like, in this tournament alone, I'm looking at Rick Pitino. He took Kentucky. He took Kentucky to the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
St. John's is in there now.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of one more he had. I'm trying to think of the
He had it looked like about uh, what team did he have before he went to St. John's? Was it Louisville?
No, he had some little boo boo. He had a school up north. I
Yeah,
gotta go back and look. I gotta go back and look.
I
If
gotta
I'm
look at his resume too.
he's taking 4 different schools:
Too.
Louisville, Kentucky, St. John's, and it's one more. But for this man to just like John Calipari. John Calipari had UMass. He went to Kentucky. Now he's in Arkansas. And
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken. I
Yeah,
think
they in the tournament. Yeah, they in the tournament.
so. These guys here always get the best of the best. So that's what I'm saying about this guy. I'm going full circle. You talking about the guy?
Yeah.
No,
Mm-hmm.
if you can't recruit and go to them guys in the mom and daddy house when they come in to recruits and tell them,
Mm-hmm.
say, hey, I can do the same thing Jay Wright did, or I can do the same
Mm-hmm.
thing did. It's like I said, it's hard. It's hard. And
Mm-hmm.
the cat didn't deserve to get fired, but when Jay Wright won, I think if I'm not mistaken, Villo won 2 championships in 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that. So it's not easy to duplicate what somebody's already done. So
Mm-hmm.
come in and put your own spin on it. Just like Virginia, my school
Mm-hmm.
played a slow down pace. I'm thinking when Tony Bennett walked away, I'm thinking this coach going to say, you know what, scrap that what Tony Bennett did.
Mm-hmm.
He ran the same down offense that Tony Bennett ran,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not going to get kids to come to that school. And I understand why people messing with me about my team. Kids want to run up and down the court. They don't want to play
Yeah.
that damn game. So in my school case, if they don't never just take the reins off and let kids play, Tony Bennett did us a solid by winning that championship one time. We'll never see that again. He
Yeah.
playing Virginia. We got to say, you know what? I got to find a coach gonna let these kids play, and we can finally get some better quality players here because it looked bad for us. We didn't even get the damn NIT. We didn't even get it. We didn't get a NIT. Then I just got to watching Georgia Tech play Jackson State University, and
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Tech was at home. Jackson State University had Georgia Tech by 20 something in their house.
Mm.
The ACT is this year. If I'm not mistaken, I gotta find out where Jackson State is, what
Mm-hmm.
conference. If I'm not mistaken, they're a Division II school. I'm not sure, but I gotta go back.
Did Division One? Cause when Dion was there, they were Division One.
No, not that Jackson, not that Jackson. No.
No,
It might
what is another Jackson State?
be wrong. You can pull it up on your computer and see who Georgia Tech got beat by. I don't have
It's
the computer in front of me, but you can pull up and see on your phone or something.
it's
But
another
Georgia,
Jackson State.
that ain't the same Georgia. They ain't the same team that Dion had. That ain't him.
No, I'm saying it's not the same school.
What was Dion's team when he coached down in Jackson?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jackson State. It did. Their colors are blue and white.
This team tonight had on all red. They had on all red. And they haven't won a game in the NIT since 1950 something when they beat them tonight. You can
Unless
pull that
unless it
might
was Jacksonville State.
I can't remember. It was Jackson. I can't
Okay.
remember.
Okay.
You got to pull up and see. But somebody beat the brakes off of Georgia Tech, all I know.
Mm-hmm.
They were
Mm-hmm.
starting out over on the mid like, man, I don't know. And this is what I'm talking about. You got schools like that it meant something for them to get into the NIT. Georgia Tech, if they play like they play tonight, they should just say, nah, we don't want to play and just let somebody have that.
Yeah.
Because Georgia Tech was at home. It wasn't but 40 people in the stands. And didn't watch, listen, I like watching college kids play in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Then, man, they're gonna play that arena. They're gonna play that game in a Olympic
High
House school.
school gym. Yeah.
That's not many people's at the game. And
Mm.
what I'm talking about, the ACC. ACC, Georgia Tech used to have the Stephon Marbury, the Kenny Andersons, the Dennis,
Mm-hmm.
the John Sallies. They had
Mm-hmm.
a program. That
Yeah.
program is bad
Bad. Down in the dump.
right now.
And it's because, like I said, that this NIL. If you and it's not. I won't even put it all in NIL. It's all about coaching. You got to find you some real good coaches that can come in there and people that really know how to coach and lead these schools in the right direction. Don't just let them get in there like 3 years and run them out. At least give them at least 5 years to try to build something, bro.
Rick Pitino hasn't won nothing in a couple of years, and he got the
Yeah.
same that turned that program around quick.
Mm-hmm.
And now they won their conference, and I think they're number 2 or 3 seed in this tournament.
Yeah.
So
They number two.
I watched them play a little bit, and
Hey, 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 them Johnnies is something. That Red Storm something else, man. They ain't number two for nothing. They
I'm
can play.
it's gonna sound crazy. It's gonna sound crazy when I'm about to say this,
What?
but Pitino, for the most of the years he's been coaching, his team been pretty much brothers.
Yep.
He knows what it takes, and you don't want to say that. You don't want to say that in front of an athletic director or in front of a president. But he recruits brothers. He goes
Mm-hmm.
into the house and he gets the right people, right blend, and he got St. John look like Louisville, look like Kentucky.
Hey, they look like giant killers, man. Like I said, and I can't say just because. Cause when the last time we talked about St. John's, when what's my man Felix Lopez? What's his name? Felix. Yeah,
Yeah. So
man, and
and
he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. You know what I'm saying?
Chris Jackson and Chris Mullen. I mean,
Yeah,
Mark Jackson and Chris Mullen on.
Marvin Jackson, Chris Mullin. Yeah,
So I mean, that was Luke Connor. Second was Luke Connor.
yeah, and Luke Sucker was still there. Yeah, so
So I mean, but neither here or there, man. So
yeah, that's crazy though, man. Like I said, okay, Florida is everybody picking Florida to win. I seen them play. They're real good, real good. Like I said, my dark horse. If I had to pick a team, man, I would go with like I said, Ole Miss look real good. Any team in the SEC got a shot. The SEC got, like I said, they got 14 in, and everybody in the SEC can play pretty good ball.
eventually, what's going to happen with the SEC? A lot of them going to start having to meet and knock each other.
Meeting each other, knock each other off. Yeah,
They ain't going to have no choice because you
yeah,
can't. Everybody now, the first round, I think nobody playing each other the first round, but they're going to have to start seeing each other.
yeah.
A lot of them make it into the next week when they get to the 32. That's when a lot of them got to start playing each other.
Playing, yeah.
It's going to be real interesting to see, man. But it's something else I want to jump into right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati gave Jamal Chase 4 years, $160 million,
Mm-hmm.
120 $120 million guaranteed.
Yeah,
Higgins got 4 years, $115 million.
yeah.
30 million, 29 million, 30 million, 29 million to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
And both of their receivers this year combined $69 million when they step on the field. And I think got 40 or 45 million too. So I'm saying all this, it's 53-man roster. I think 1/3 of your team is going to be between three players. You
Mm-hmm.
Chase and T. Higgins. There's nowhere in the world you can ask Joe Burrow, Chase, and T. Higgins to go out there and score 40, 50 points every game because their defense is going to be horrible. But my thing is, people always talk about Joe Burrow, and I understand, but you got to understand the reason I know I say Joe Burrow's good. I seen him.
He good.
You got to understand, he beat Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They had a decent defense then. They had a decent defense.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I understand you're paying Chase. I get all that. You pay Chase. Chase wanted to make a little more than what Jefferson. Jefferson is $35 million. He's
Yeah.
making so I get those two.
Mm-hmm.
T. Higgins is the one that I'm not saying T. Higgins is not good. I don't want nobody to misunderstand what I'm saying. T. Higgins is good, but for $30 million, you paying T. Higgins a little bit less than what Jefferson is, around the same thing CeeDee Lamb is. My thing is,
You pick him like he a number one receiver.
yeah, but Joe Burrow saying he want to keep. He's trying to. He want that team to have the same format as Philadelphia when they signed AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. You got to understand, you can do that, but look at Philadelphia draft picks on the
The
defense.
draft picks hit every time.
In the end, they free agent. You tell me, I'm gonna just sit back right now. I can sit here for 5 minutes. Tell me a defensive player on Cincinnati besides Livingston. Name me another starter on Cincinnati team. Hey, brother, you all right?
I don't know, man. Whoever the defense is, man, I don't know who they got on their defense. As far like I Hendrickson, and
Name
man, they ain't got nobody on defense.
no another guy on
I
defense.
can't even think of a corner. I can't even really think of a safety.
Chris Jenkins Jr. He's on the tackle. That's Chris Jenkins Senior son. He
So
played.
yeah, I mean,
I'm saying
but that's it.
on their defense, and they just went and got a new defense coordinator. You basically set this. This is how teams set up people to fail. You want the defense coordinator to come in there and do what Vic Fangio did for Philadelphia, but Vic Fangio got a. It's like he got a Lamborghini defense. He got everything.
Mm-hmm.
This defense coordinator sitting there, they got a Pinto. You want
How you say that cat got a Pinto, man?
it's like having I'm giving you the equivalent. Philadelphia defense is like a Lamborghini. It's shiny. They got every position covered, every base,
Unless,
front to the linebacker to the cornerbacks. Look at Cincinnati.
unless Cincinnati must think they're going to hit on all their picks in the draft.
Okay, but you ain't got but 7 here. You still got 11 men on the
I mean,
field.
they're going all. Well, they're going all defense then.
But listen to what I'm saying. It's all 7. Now you gonna hit like you can hit first, second, third, maybe fourth and fifth round.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get 7 start. Now that's just okay. Okay, you making my point. If you have to get 7 starters in this defense in this draft, that means your defense already boo boo.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. So you took the money T. Higgins got. I'm at the point. I'm like, listen, me personally, that go to show. Okay, Jefferson. People can't name me. A lot of people can't even name me who's the receiver opposite of Justin Jefferson.
I don't know who the receivers opposite of him.
Yeah, Addison from USC. Addison.
They
Now,
picked him. They picked him.
like this next year after they lost,
Yeah.
when matter of fact, when Thielen left
Yeah.
Jefferson, we got Addison.
Addison. Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, when you got a number 1 receiver, most teams in the NFL want a number 1 receiver. They're paying their 2 receivers like they're pretty much 2 number 1s.
Two number ones. Yeah.
So you need somebody just adequate on the other side of Jamar Chase. You could have took that money and dispersed that money and built your defense up. But what I'm saying, I'm not saying T. Higgins not worth the money, but it'd be different if you didn't have Chase on one side. You
Mm-hmm.
paying $70 for two positions in the same position. You paying $70 million for 2 receivers, and you paying Joe Burrow another $45 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's $105 million you paying for 3 players.
Well, I guess you know what I'm saying. I guess they look at it like this, man. I'd rather us to have him than another team to have him. You know what I'm saying? So,
So I
um,
don't. They playing John Madden. They're gonna be playing a whole lot of John Madden this year.
that's all they're gonna be playing because that's what they were playing last year. Their defense wasn't all they couldn't stop nobody. And like I said, Joe Burrow had to be throwing 3 and 4 touchdowns games and stuff like that last year. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I guess they figured that. Like I said, they're gonna go in the draft. Maybe try to get somebody in free agency, which I don't think they really did nothing yet. But I'm guessing, man, they got whatever kind of scouting team they got. They got to be one of the best scouting teams ever to pick these players in defense on the draft.
It can't be because they defense has been shitty for the last 4 years, so they scout team can't be that good.
That's what I'm saying. So they must unless they done switch that up too. I don't know. We have to see though.
But I know
We
other note I want to hit on. Cam Haywood is a defensive nose tackle for the Steelers. He had some harsh words today for Aaron Rodgers.
I
I
saw
guess
it to my tired of waiting on them.
you put himself in a position where he got to keep answering on these podcasts and all the interviews, and people always doing something all season. When Aaron Rodgers, what you think about Aaron Rodgers? He like, hell, I ain't gonna make no pitch to Aaron Rodgers. Either he want to be a Steeler or he don't. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody and I pretty much heard the same thing to me you've been hearing all through that Aaron Rodgers really preferred to go to Minnesota. If it ain't Minnesota, he really don't want to go to the Giants or the Steelers. He might
Mm-hmm.
retire. So basically, if it ain't Minnesota, it sounds like to me it's nobody. But
So
Minnesota is when Minnesota wins options. Do we want to make McCarthy still a whole nother year again and bring in old veteran Aaron Rodgers, or just go ahead and throw the young kid out there and see what we got? But you got to pick your poison because you got a receiver out there who want to keep winning. If you go to J.J. McCarthy, he have a bad year. That's a bad situation, So I don't know
well,
how they're going to.
if that was the case, then they just well, I don't know. They probably like I said they didn't want to pay Sam Donald, so
I think
I don't know what the contingency plan was. Maybe the contingency plan was, we're gonna put JJ McCarthy in from Michigan and go ahead and just let them carry the weight. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe find like a serviceable, a QB, in the free agency waivers and stuff like that, and see. But like I said, if you waiting on Aaron Rodgers to come, now it's already a bad situation because he's already making it seem like he's still the guy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to wait on him to make the decision. You know what I'm saying? So you're automatically putting that bad taste in the locker room already. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't see now. I'm at the point I see Aaron Rodgers either it's Minnesota. Now that's another team I think can come in and grab him if you want to go there, but he can go to Cleveland because Deshaun Watson not gonna be there all this year. So And
So who?
Jamal, they
I
don't
mean,
have
yeah,
no.
he could have went to Cleveland, but see, I think Cleveland don't want. Eh, I don't know, man.
Because even if Cleveland takes Sanders at number 2, it ain't the worst thing in the world to have Aaron Rodgers come start the first year,
True,
let Noah sit behind him. But
true.
I mean, it's gonna. I think a lot of this stuff has got to play out after the draft too, to see
Yeah,
what
definitely.
going to do, what Cleveland's going to do, because Cleveland got the
Mm-hmm.
second pick, Giants got the third pick. When
Mm-hmm.
this team Tennessee does take Cam Ward, then you got to see if Cleveland going to go get a veteran and take a dual
Mm-hmm.
card. They might take a dual card to put him on the opposite side of Miles Garrett. You got
You
Carter
know
and
what?
Garrett.
I think that's who they're going to get too.
If you put Garrett on one side and you got a dual card on the other side, that's a nightmare.
Yeah, and
So
I think, and you know what, man? Since I'm pretty sure that's who they're going to get too, because they're going to remind them of the old dog pound. They're going to try to get, try to bring the old dog pound back. You know what I'm saying?
that man, they gonna just play each other, meet each other at the quarterback.
Yep.
Whoever the quarterback. And so my thing is, you can have a serviceable quarterback then because you ain't got to put up 30, 40 points.
Yep.
Your defense gonna
He
keep
could be
that.
kind of like a he can be the quarterback can be kind of like a Joe Flacco when he was with the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? They won that championship that year. You know what I'm saying? Hey, our defense is going to carry us. Only thing you got to do is not turn the ball over and score a touchdown here or there. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to tell you, your boy Steve Smith, we been talking about receiving all the time.
Uh huh.
He broke tape down to that dude from Arizona, Ted McMillan.
Yeah.
You need to read his comments. Steve Smith say, stay away from him. Stay
I,
away
I
from him.
I saw his little thing the other day, this day, but I didn't check. I didn't check out the podcast yet. I saw his
And
little thing on there. His little thing. Who he got as the number one receiver?
we'll look at it. But one thing I can say, me and you have already said, Steve Smith know what he's talking about when it comes to
You know what
receiving.
he talking about? Yeah, yeah.
I've been told you, I'm not as big on this. I'm not a high on this kid as most people are. They say he's the number one receiver in the draft. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to come out his pro day when he runs in the 40. I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't. He had major big games in Arizona, but personally, he's not Marvin Harrison Jr. to me. He's not he's not Napier. He's not good to me. Brian Thomas, Napier's, and Marvin Harrison Jr. and even a Dooley, them guys who came out last year. To me, if he would have came out with the same class, he'd be the 6'7" receiver coming out. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
He's not explosive enough to me. But if I'm the Panthers, I stay far away from him. I'm at the point, if he would turn out to be a superstar, then I'm dead wrong. But
Yeah.
stay away from him. I really do.
I'm gonna look at that Steve Smith thing tonight and see who he got as his top wide receiver in the draft.
Man, before we get out of here, I know we don't talk about this sport enough, and baseball is my heart. I want everybody to know baseball starts. It started this morning. The
Mm-hmm.
Dodgers Cubs played in Tokyo at 6 o'clock in the morning. They came on yesterday morning, 6 o'clock. Dodgers won 4-1. But the season started for them guys already. The
Mm-hmm.
Braves on to the 27th. But to the Braves fans out there that were watching this podcast, I want to know from y'all, what do y'all think about this season? Ronald Acuna will be back in May. They saying Strider, we don't know when he's gonna be back in April, but he's gonna be back.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the odds of anybody beating the Dodgers this year? Because the Dodgers have a superstar team. They done loaded up. What's the odds of the Braves from the Dodgers this year? Or anybody for that matter? The Yankees, the Mets, anybody beating them? So I want to know
Um.
what's the because I say one thing about this podcast we don't do that I think for me personally I got away from. Baseball is my
Mm-hmm.
first love. I don't fall enough because I know for a fact a lot of people really don't watch it. But my hair on my back standing up because the 27th this month, next week, the Braves.
You a porcupine man? You want to stand up and
Listen, hey, when the grass starts coming outside and you smell that man and you feel that baseball, man. Listen, next week Thursday, I'm gonna be dead on it when the Braves start their season in San Diego, and
uh-huh.
The Braves first 7 games are hard. The first 4 is in San Diego. Then they fly to LA to play the Dodgers already at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So dad is a Dodger fan. Me, my brother's a Braves fan. But I want to know from out there, from the people that watch baseball, what do you think the Braves got to do to get back? Does it because of health? Because Ozzy was hurt last year, Corey was hurt last
Hey,
year, or
health
is
is
it the
wealth, man. That's definitely the key, man. Because baseball's a long season, so it's always an attrition. You know, who's staying healthy, who doesn't get hurt at certain points of the season, and if they do get hurt, how long are they hurt? You know what I'm saying? How long can they rehab and get back into the flow of things? Because like I said, baseball is a long season, man. You got a game almost every other day or every other day. So
every day? I can't
yeah,
wait, man. Dog days are here. I'm ready for baseball to get in, man. I
hey,
can't
that's
wait.
what's up.
Next week, I can't wait, man. But like I say, we wanted to come on, man, a little later tonight to see people watching this podcast.
Yep.
Um, the results of what we might think it might be. We might, hit that. Hey, man, you all right?
I'm stretching, man. You know what I'm saying? Stretching my hammy, man. Yeah.
You ran a race today?
Yeah, man. Hamstring stretch, man. You know what I'm saying? Get ready. Get ready for tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to deliver that mail tomorrow, man.
You say you had my hair.
Hey, man, gotta get your hamstring right, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, went out there and pulled something. Okay. But
I
yeah,
ain't
like I
pulling up, man. Hey,
said,
hey, man. Hold on. You talk about that. Hey, you seen the I don't know if it was on TikTok or it was on, but it was a track coach. I'm gonna have to send it to you, man. And he was trying to teach the kids how to do a run, and man, he man, he got on the line, man. Man, when he took off, man, probably about 10 yards, man. His hamstring popped. He pulled his hamstring, man, and he fell over like,
oh, it's
huh?
different when they bite you. You can have a little chihuahua or a little poodle. You can have a pit bull or a Rottweiler. When that Rottweiler hits you or that pit bull hits you, yeah, when you stand up like this and you're okay. It's not like he
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
um Tracy Morgan, man, he got on the court side of the New York Knicks game,
Yeah, he
man.
got food poisoning.
That's what they said.
Yeah, well, food poisoning. Whatever he ate from the stands or the concession, yeah, it was a bad case of food poisoning, like real bad.
But he's the only one that they know of in there did it.
Yeah, they said it was food poisoning. They already he okay, he in the hospital, he okay and everything. He took a picture of him in the bed. He got the New York Knicks little thing on. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, he had food poisoning, man.
hey, I need to tell you, he's talking about they want to know him throwing up on the floor, but I need to tell you, Tracy Morgan,
Yeah,
if I
whatever
was
he ate.
beside you, man, I've been whooping your ass, man. You done threw up all on my damn
Hey
shoes and stuff,
man,
man.
hey man,
And
he
then you
said shout out to the cleanup crew, man. Whatever he ate, I don't know what to give him.
came up. That motherfucker ain't had nothing left in his stomach.
Hey man, yeah, he said it was blood and everything. Come on. God
Hey, I said, damn, Tracy, whatever you hit ain't no good.
hey man, whatever it was, man, tore his stomach up, man. Hey, man.
It was more than them food for it. I think he must try some shit somewhere. I don't know what.
Yeah, it was food poisoning, man. I was like, God dang.
What's so crazy? Man was looking at you like you think he was in the way. But just imagine this man ball. You look over like, hey man, what the hell wrong with Trey?
Hey man, hey man. They kissed him, man. Whatever he wanted, I don't know. I wonder why he had ate. They didn't say what it was.
A lot of pinto beans and some beans.
Oh, but it must have some bad nachos or something, man. I don't know. Yeah, bad case of them nachos, man. Hey
That was
man,
fun.
hey man, hey man, that cheese probably a little bit sour, man. You know that cheese been man, hey, man. Had some old cheese whiz out there, man. Put that old outdated cheese whiz. God dang, man. Hey, What that old cheese? That cheese is old, man. God dang, boy. Hey.
He just get up.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Woo.
Hey man, yeah, there's something about the camera, but anyway, yeah, he had that old cheese whiz, man. I don't know where all that cat, man. Oh my God, man.
So what if I go to Square Garden and watch a game or something, man? I'm not sitting there eating that food, man. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good.
Down the street, man. I go to one of them steak places or something, but I ain't eating that, man.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Nah, don't give me nothing. I'm straight. Eat before you get there.
Hey man, he's trying to eat, but hey, I'm thinking if you playing ball, you coming in the door like, hey man, what's wrong with Trey?
Yeah, man. That cat threw up everywhere, man. I was like, golly.
You know when he goes to the game again, he's on the court side. They're gonna be like,
Hey, they're gonna have him a 4x4 square. Just
have a
area
trash
just clear out for him, man.
trash can say, what's that? Like, hey,
Yeah.
everybody was staying up with us, man, and watching the podcast. Hit the subscribe button, man, and we mean your homeboy Dad. We're gonna get with you, man. We're gonna chop up again.
Yes, sir.
Episode, man. Put up the deuces. We're gonna holler at y'all later, man.
Peace out, man. Y'all be blessed.
All right,
All
later.
right.